That's the sound of beautiful work being done by SDC Remodeling, That's the hammering sound that you're going to have to endure just a little bit, but you're going to get magic when it's all done. Game rooms, theaters, media rooms, wine cellars, offices, workout rooms, bathrooms, bedrooms, bars, kitchens, dry bars, laundry rooms. David Campbell and the SDC Remodeling crew, they are who you need to go to for all of your basement needs or anything else that I just listed. They will work with you. They will do financing. If you're tired of hearing this, if you're like, I want to actually see something, give me something for my bang for a buck, go on the SDC Remodeling Instagram page. SDC Remodeling. Just type that on Instagram. You'll see some of the awesome work they do. David will collaborate with you. If you say, look, I have this space, I know I want to do this, but I don't know the specifics of it, he'll work with you. He'll give you some ideas that you probably hadn't even thought of. So, again, if you haven't heard that, laundry rooms, dry bars, kitchens, bars, bedrooms, bathrooms, workout room, offices, wine cellars, media rooms, theaters, and game rooms, they will do it all for you. Okay, put the hammer away. Somebody get the nails away from Frank. He's got nails over there. All right, let's do SDC Remodeling, sponsoring our social media segments where you want to use the hashtag AskLabar for me to see it. Here we go. Prototype Jack goes, if Kurt Angle has one more WWE match in him, who would you like to feud with and why? I've said from the very beginning, since before Kurt came back, I thought Triple H. I could just see Kurt coming back and being an authority figure. That's what's happened. And then I could see somehow it resulting in a Triple H match. You know, Triple H, he's a big name, big WrestleMania player, still is a talent, reliable, it's a marquee kind of thing. But of course, now we have the Jason Jordan in the fold. I don't want to see Jason Jordan, Kurt Angle until Jason Jordan changes his wardrobe. Okay, we have RRRRODGA. He says, seriously though, thoughts on the reverse Goldberg streak for Kurt Hawkins? What's the end game? Look, first off, the guy's getting paid really well, to lose. But here's the thing: not everybody can win. I talk about that. Not everybody can win at the same time. The fact that they are now, exploiting the streak. Now they have a graphic going up, and when he loses, it's going to make it that much of a bigger deal when he does finally win. So. Look, he should be happy, and I'm sure he is happy that he's getting some kind of investment now on TV, some kind of a shtick. Let's just hope they stick with it, right? Joe4390 goes, why doesn't SmackDown capitalize on this time between SummerSlam and Hell in a Cell and have Jinder win clean in a few TV title defenses versus mid-card talent? It's an interesting suggestion, Joe. Probably, they've stuck to it so far of Jinder just not. He wins by cheating. He wins by the help. So that's what heels are supposed to do. So that's what they're going to keep doing. But I see what you're saying, but I'm giving you what the justification probably is. Do you find comments made by Jinder Mahal offensive? Imagine the comments made toward Black, Hispanic, or any other race. This coming from X Lonely X. I don't find them offensive. I'm also very hard to offend. I'm probably not the best bar for that kind of stuff of what he said in these promos. Look, I'm the schmuck that talks wrestling and used to interview porn stars. What the hell do I know about morality? Did I say that out loud? We're being recorded. We're on the air. Moving on. This is from Luke. Can't pronounce his last name. Macios. I don't want to get it wrong, so we'll just say that. Luke asking about Luke. He says, if they gave Luke Harper the old Sandow gimmick and say he spent time educating himself, would it work? What? I'm going to go with no. Luke Harper, the man, is a very smart man, and so he could pull it off, but no, he's wrestled ever since I've known of him as Brody Lee and worked with him. He's always wrestled in a dirty tank top and jeans. That's what he wrestles in. He does not have, so whatever his gimmick is, he has to be able to wear a tank top and jeans. That's the rule. You're at your honey badger. What is a scenario or feud that could make 205 Live more enjoyable? Do you see the show being cut anytime soon? I don't see how you make it more enjoyable. Like I said, over and over, it's a losing battle of 205 Live guys being pegged to what they are in the world of WWE today. Do I think the show's going to be cut? I don't think it'll be cut. I think it as a WWE Network show will stay on. We are seeing, and I don't think this is a coincidence, we are seeing less and less of it on Raw. There was times where, there have been past months where we were seeing Monday Night Raw episodes that had, 2 or 3 matches or 2 or 3 segments devoted to the 205 Live division. We're seeing less and less of that. So, I don't want to see it cut because, there is an audience out there that does enjoy it. There is some people out there that enjoy it. And I don't want the the talent that are in this division, these are guys who, who might have had not a lot of hope of making it to WWE because of their size. So it's kind of cool they're getting this exposure and they're, getting whatever the payday is. So I don't want to rain on their parade, but, I just, I don't think it's connecting widely to the wide masses. So I can certainly see it being cut more and more out of any Raw mentions and Raw programming and it just being its own thing for the network. If I don't know what the expenses are, if the expenses are justifying what they think they're getting back of it on the network. So I don't know. I hope it's not cut for the sake of just the people there. My good buddy Vix, the play-by-play commentator. I don't want it to be cut. I don't want it to be cut. I don't. I'm just not a big fan of it. It doesn't do the same thing for me as it does for other people, and that's fine. Chris Warden 420 says, "Do you think people are making too much of all these pictures of empty seats at WBTV tapings? This is nothing new." Yeah, people. Well, look, reality is SmackDown, both Raw and SmackDown, but more people take more pictures of this on SmackDown. The houses aren't. They're definitely not selling out. They're not drawing great. They're blacking off, they're tarping off a lot of seats on the non-TV side and packing everybody into the TV side to make it look as full as possible. That's not a groundbreaking TV trick. Look, especially with SmackDown, they don't have John Cena on there. They don't have Roman Reigns. John Cena and Roman Reigns are WWE's two big, and Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. All four of those guys are arguably the four biggest draws that WWE has, and all four of them on the Monday show. Tuesday has great talent. Tuesday has Randy Orton, but I don't think Randy Orton even draws as well as he did as a few years ago. AJ Styles draws well, but still not the four I just listed on Monday. So that plus it's Tuesday. SmackDown is. There's been times over the years where SmackDown's been the better show to watch, but SmackDown's always drew less than Raw. I don't know if it's because it's on Tuesday. I don't know if it's because Raw's been around since 1993, so it has more of a name. I don't know if it's a combination of all of it. It's. You want to see better houses being drawn. But the other part of it, too, is WWE runs so many frickin' shows. They run a lot of shows. They run through major areas. They've been in California this past week. They run through major areas 2-3 times a year, and it's a lot. And it's a lot of programming. It's a lot for people to digest. So, the thing is, yes, there are less eyes watching wrestling. As Madden would always say, if he's in here, there's less eyes watching wrestling, but they found a way to maximize the amount of revenue they can get out of those eyes. So, they're still doing okay. Peter Bahi, our friend Peter Bahi, any cease and desist letters to being sent to Cesaro and Sheamus for using your last name as a tag team? No, I will definitely run one by Sheamus next time I can. Colin Richard says, could the TV title ever return as a way to have bragging rights and competition between brands to include NXT? Here's the thing with this. This is a common one that I get every so often, too. This train comes back around. People ask about the TV title. I know fans love nostalgia, love to bring things, You have to understand that. So a TV title, a title called the TV title. WCW had one, ECW had one. A lot of your other smaller promotions tends to be. All the TV title is it's just their mid card title. WWE just never. Vince just never wanted. Vince just never did that. He had a title that was just called the Intercontinental title. That was his mid card title. A TV title would be pointless in WWE. It'd be pointless. It would be just one. It would just be one more piece of hardware, but it wouldn't really mean anything. And I'm trying to. I can't. And I see your idea of trying to let it be something that creates brand, stimulates brand competition. Which I'm all for that. But a TV title is just worthless. As long as WWE has the Intercontinental title and the U.S. title, they have two mid card titles right there, one for each brand. That's it. That's all they need. They do not. A TV title would be pointless. Yeah. So. Our boy Mo from Texas. He says if Enzo wins the Cruiserweight title, which I think he does that mean all the Heat rumors were overblown? No, it does not. The Heat rumors are what they are. Did you see the way that, did you see the way Braun Strowman freight trained over Enzo? Look, if Enzo wins the Cruiserweight title, good for Enzo, but Enzo's on the Cruiserweight show because the Heat was real. So, that's that. We got any more? Do we have any more? When doing this one. Thoughts on the Miz Taraj coming from Matt Bulla. I think it's good. The Miz Taraj makes total sense. It makes total sense that the Miz has an entourage. It's a good use of Axel and Bo because they weren't getting anything else done. it makes a ton of sense. You know, the right characters, when they have henchmen underneath of them, when they have control over people. Bray Wyatt's the same kind of way, which is why it's frustrating that there's no Wyatt family. There are certain characters when they have henchmen to do their bidding. You know, Jinder Mahal, he has the Singh brothers. It makes sense for heels to have their henchmen to do their bidding. It gives these guys some. You're paying these guys. You're traveling them around. Put them to use. So that's that. All right, go to break. When we come back, I will speak the reality with Tika Drew on No Mercy.